Sanbona, guys. I just finished recording now with Grootman, new DJ Sbu, and we were hitting different topics around what's currently happening, my mindset with this and that and that. Hopefully the video will come out soon and you guys can check it out. Shout out to Grootman Satanda, Sabonga, for everything you've done for us. But one of the topics that we touched on was media. We spoke around media, around social media, and then it got to the point of what is currently trending, which is Lucy Silona, Keke or Keke or Keke Palmer, this American lady who was wearing like a fishnet pants, very, very see-through, and she was showing, you could see her bum through the pants that she was wearing. And she was getting serenaded by Asha, and then this whole trend around her baby daddy or her boyfriend, I'm not too sure his title per se, Uguti, whatever his name, something Jackson. So he had tweeted around, it's the outfit though, you're a mom. You're a mom. As society, I don't know where we're going, but we're going to get there very soon. You know, this channel, my platform, is not on the business of shitting on our sisters, nor on the business of shitting on guys. Sometimes what I try and do is that I try and talk on certain topics, and it might come out hard and aggressive, and it might not land the way that you want it to land, and that's fine, you know. But again, someone needs to say it. I'm not telling our sisters how to dress out there. Nor am I telling our brothers, you guys have full rights to do whatever you want. But when you're showing your ass, when's that? Like, a couple of videos ago I spoke about Upil Tusi. And this is what we unpacked with Dusbo. Around Upil Tusi and showing her breasts when she was at this whatever club. And he brought up Unomzamu Mbata, who is on a show, Ushaga, and he's like, well, breasts are breasts. And I was, saying, no, it can't be. It can't be, because they're selling different things. Unomzamu is on a show where they're talking about Ushaga Zulu, and at the time, so she's selling culture, she's selling heritage, she's selling Ubuntombi. That's what she's selling, and that's the attire. What is Keke Palmer, whatever? What is Upil Tusi selling to the youth out there? Again, this is not me to tell a woman how to dress. You dress however you want. My fear, my pain, my concern is what we are selling to the youth. I'm not perfect. I'm not. Jesus knows I'm not perfect. But again, the way in which we move as a society, the younger guys coming up, they looking at us. They say, okay, let's try and mold the way that we live our life based on these influential people or that influential person or that. What is it that we are selling to the kids coming up? So don't get shocked when your 16-year-old daughter wants to go to her Valentine's ball at school where she's showing her titties and her ass. Because when she looks at her role models, when she looks at who society has deemed the 1% female, the top 1% female, that's what she is seeing. That's how they are dressing. Don't be shocked when your daughter is also wanting to dress like that. It's very important to understand where we are going with this movement. I spoke to Usbu around, I don't know what this theory is called. Please can someone just do some research and actually, I don't know if it's called the Madonna and Mary or whatever, but it's essentially a theory where on the one side you've got, let's just say for this case, let's just say for this side you've got Madonna, the rock and roll, or the pop star, and you've got Mary, the Virgin Mary. In our current society, in terms of social media, we give so much power to these people. Cardi B's, your Nicki Minaj, your Zoto Abantu, your this and that and that and that. And the more revealing, the more promiscuous, the more they sell and hypersexualize things, the more we like and validate and book them and give them gigs and la 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 la. They have thousands of likes. They post a picture of their titties, thousands and thousands of likes. And then we've got Mary on this side, the virgin, who's at home. She's cooking, she's reading a book, she is not with weaves on and lashes. She's got 10 followers on Instagram and no likes. This is where, as men, we also need to now be accountable, because as men, we also fuck shit up. So it's not me again shitting on the sisters, it's me talking to society. We want to go and take these sisters, the ones that are showing ass and this, and the ones that we're liking and booking, we want to go and take them and use them as ejaculation holes. We want to use them for their bodies. And once we've used and abused them, then we want to go and marry these type of women. The ones that, the one that's not clubbing, the one that knows, that will cook and serve you and wash your hands. We want to marry them. We've used these ones. Again, I'm not saying that they shouldn't be accountable, because they've chosen to be used, by the way. So no one forced them to show their ass at Usher's concert. So we've used them, and then we want to marry them. So as men, we need to also take blame and accountability. Uguti, we need to now retrain ourselves. Uguti, we can't be promoting this. We're not talking about clapping hands or appreciating a beautiful woman. We're talking about the sexualization of the woman's body. How we are praising when we see those type of titties. Ukhumbula Mzamo is showing it in a very traditionalist way. If you go to the reed dance, if you go to traditional ceremonies, that's how women dress. Understand the importance of how you dress for the space that you're in. There's a way that you dress when you're in the boardroom, there's a way that you dress when you're in church, there's a way that you dress when you're about to run a marathon, wearing the short shorts and the vest. If you decide to wear your short shorts and your vest and your running shoes into the boardroom or into church, people will look at you weird. It doesn't align. Every space is like that. Every space has a uniform. Police officers have a uniform, and that's how we address them accordingly, because we see the uniform. Hoes, if you're a hoe, there's a uniform for a hoe. So again, if I see a person who's wearing the police uniform and I go, hey officer, hey officer, hey officer, la 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 la, they can't turn back and say, hey, just because I dress like an officer doesn't mean I'm an officer. That's exactly what it meant to me. You dressing in the uniform, so that's the approach I will give you. And if you dress like a hoe, showing me your titty in your ass, and I come to you and I dress you as a hoe, that's what I'm used to. Media has taught me, watching prostitutes on TV and things like that, that hoes dress like that. If societal 1%, the females, Boma Paul Tusi, Boma Keke Palmer, Boma, they dress like that. If the top 1% of our sisters dress like that, what are them ratchet hoes dressed like? Are they just walking around naked? Like, what's happening? Then, what are they selling to our 12-year-old sisters? That you use your body to sell sex and make money? Guys, we need all of us, men and women alike, to come together and actually say, where are we going? We live in a state where we praise corruption. We praise them because we can see when new up and coming guys start popping and driving fancy cars. Hey bro, what do you do? I'm in this and that. You know that he's doing something dodgy, and we praise that. And we clap hands for people that are doing dodgy things, dodgy politicians, dodgy businessmen. We praise that. The younger kids growing up, they are no longer praising the guys who are doing the hard yards, the guys, the white collar, the blue collar, the working man. No, we are praising these corrupt individuals. That's what we're doing. We are no longer praising Osisi. What we're doing is that we are praising Osisi who are selling sex, hypersexualization, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B's. That's who we are praising. That's who we are liking. That's who we are voting for with our money. Where are we going with society? What are we saying to Osisi abancane growing up? When I'm moving in a certain way, what am I saying to our brothers growing up? I'm busy there with liking this one, doing this one. She gets used and abused, in ejaculation hole. So shadow. Bosses, I understand. You're allowed to wear whatever you want to wear. It's your body. Beautiful bodies. Please stop validating and appreciating people that are over sexualized and selling sex. They're selling attention, metrics, whatever the case may be, using their bodies. You are more than just an ass. You are more than just titties. Stop utilizing that. Because when you want to get married tomorrow, now you want to dress a certain way. No. And it's going to be a couple of months and they're going to be returned back to sender. Kumbula, you represent your family, you represent your friends, you represent your circle. How you carry yourself. Do best to always have that in mind. Do best to make sure that you are elevating them through your behavior, through how you dress. No one is perfect, we get that. We all fuck up, God knows I do. But just always understand with your representation of your family, of your friends, of your loved ones. We party right. Tomorrow you want to get into a relationship, all of a sudden, because you know the ratchet shit you used to do, oh, don't worry about my past. No, fuck that. We need to know. This car that I'm buying, I want to know the service history. I want to know the mileage. I want to know if I'm gonna manage to assist. I want to know everything, because I want to know what I get myself into. Your past has a lot to do with where you currently are, and it will tell me a lot about your future. And sisters use the same yardstick. You want to know about this guy. Does he have a history of GBV? Has he been accused of rape? Is this guy doing corruption? Has he been caught for corruption? Find out his history, because it will tell you if this guy has been accused 20 times for GBV in the past. That might be something that you're gonna walk into now into the future. So be very, very cognizant. I look at these sisters and we shocked why in today's time relationships are so tough. Because we're praising the wrong people. We're looking up to the wrong influencers, role models. We're looking up to the wrong things. Media is shoving this shit down our faces or down our throats. And it's so horrible, because the next generation that's coming up, we're busy complaining about I'm 2K. We created I'm 2K. We the ones that made it cool to be popping bottles. God knows where you got the bottle from. God knows what you'll be doing for that bottle. We made it cool for that. It's Pensons of the world that fucked up the 2Ks. It is Banbanis of the world that has. So guys, again, where are we going? Because wherever we go in society, we'll get there. And we'll look back and we'll say, fuck. That's my baby mama dressed up naked. That's my sister dressed up naked. That's my brother doing corruption deals, stealing money. Let's try and fix it. Again, I'm fucking far from perfect. Hypocrites 100%, sure. But as a society, let's get back together. Let's hold each other accountable. Let's try and do better and make sure with the generation coming up, they've got proper role models. They've got proper people to look up to, proper brothers to look up to, hard-working men. They've got proper sisters to look up to, queens. And Tanda, guys, comment, share, tell me what you think. Am I talking bullshit? Sure. Why am I talking bullshit? Am I on the right path? Okay, this is why you're on the right path. Share this video. Hit me up on my social medias. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up on TikTok. Let's have these conversations. Let's see what we can do with the little that we have. Have yourselves a fantastic day. Ciao.